Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today in the news, another sick, psychotic, narcissistic individual posing as a pastor. This individual is Reverend Fairley, who is currently married but had some sort of jealous rage toward an ex-lover who he wasn't married to, and stabs her in the face, and it just leaves me speechless. I just now saw this reported on YouTube, and showing a picture of this gentleman in his office, with his Sunday suit on, and the lady who was the lover in the pulpit preaching, and the outside of the church, sign on it, koinonia, with a cross, just from all outside appearances, everything would be fine, hunky-dory. But yet behind the scenes, all while preaching to people and telling people about God, and reading the Bible and praying and things of that nature, all while the outside looked as such, behind the scenes apparently was really a raging wolf. Behind the scenes apparently was demonic evil that was really in control. And now it has been brought to the light. This demonic evil that posed as a pastor has been brought to the light and exposed. And yeah, it shocks me. It shocks me. But I'm telling you the truth, I'm getting less and less shocked and surprised by these things that are coming out. Because, Jesus warned us. He told us, it was plain, it was clear. There are those who are really ministers of Satan. Satan himself poses as an angel of light. Why should we be surprised? And I'm going to tell you one reason that I believe I find myself surprised and shocked at these things. I grew up in a culture, in a church culture, where no one speaks against the man of God. No one is allowed to express their opinions and views. You simply sit back, you listen, and whatever is given to you, that's what you take in, because they are the ones that hear from God, not you. You are the one to sit back and listen and submit and obey and give and show up and work and slave This is the mentality. And so it's a codependent relationship is what it is, because what I was raised to do is to make someone else happy at all cost. Not myself, someone else. I am supposed to be there to listen, be there to support, and have nothing to disagree about. So as long as I keep them happy, the premise is that that's where I'll find my happiness. And I lived under that false premise for most of my life. Now, one thing I've noticed is that in this codependent relationship that many have with the institution I'll call church, is that, for instance, this story that I just saw on the news, and it was actually on from a news channel on YouTube here. If you look at the comments left by people from the news sources, you won't see the Christian people come on and say, or tell the news channel sources, don't judge. They won't go on the news channels and say, they're human just like everyone else. Pray for them. They won't say that to the news channels. But the minute another or a fellow Christian makes an observation and begins to make statements of truth, they'll begin to say those things, to you. You see, it's all a part of that codependent relationship, all a part of keeping that codependence alive. Let me tell you something, sister. You don't need to be judging. You just need to pray for the man of God. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Did you post that also on the news channel that reported this incident? Usually they don't. And so it continues to be a culture that is dysfunctional. It continues to be a culture and a large group of people who continue to get abused, who continue to get lied to, because it's not until something like this happens that some of us wake up and say, what's really going on here? What is really going on? I thought you said you were a man of God. I thought you're leading people and you're speaking on behalf of God Almighty, but now you come out of the woodworks and got a wife and a lover and you're stabbing and you what? Excuse me? And I'm going to say one more thing about it. Now, this is an incident like many other incidences that are happening now and are being exposed in the Christian ranks. But I'm telling you, I believe that this is only scratching the surface, because these demons are showing themselves for who they are because they can't help it. A demon is a demon is a demon is a demon. And these are sick, psychopathic, narcissistic people posing as ministers of God. And they are actually ministers of Satan. It's going to get worse. So you all can keep this don't judge, shut up and just pray attitude if you want to. But let me tell you, what is happening? What happened? What in the world could he possibly be feeding people? What in the world could he possibly be telling people Sunday after Sunday? Wednesday night after Wednesday night. What in the world could he possibly have to say that would enhance anyone's life, that would bring them closer to God? What in the world? What does a sick, psychotic, narcissistic person, how can they help anyone? How can they be the voice piece of God? How can they? They can't. They can only pull out enough tricks to keep whoever is gullible enough to listen, to keep you sitting there, to keep you from not questioning. And I venture to say that, many who probably sat under him, just go find some other idiot to sit under, to find some other psychotic idiot to listen to. What, just because you can get pacified on a Sunday morning and think that you're what, doing God a favor? I don't know. Now I'm gonna go back and listen to what I've said on this video and see if I'm gonna post it or not. I don't know, because I'm just kind of like in the heat of the moment, because I just saw this madness. Thanks for watching and be blessed.